Welcome everyone once more to Acumen Stadium as we get set for some more ice-cold snowy action. Today it's the Northern Bowl, and it's a battle between the Assumption Lions and the Hammarskjold Vikings here on We Digital. I'm Justin Prince with you in a very cold Acumen Stadium with temperatures below zero throughout the day. It's been a snowy one so far. It's expected to stay a snowy one here today. Coin toss underway up at center field as both teams get ready for the matchup, as it's the Vikings who win the toss to start the day today. As we get set for today's ball game, there's plenty to talk about when it comes to the matchup as a whole. First, let's touch upon the officials. Ken Jolly is your referee today with Jim Corelli, Larry Rogers, Chris Curlbeck, along with Carl Mazzicato and James Gaudet, a part of the crew today. All that's well, you have two very strong teams that are looking to make a run to the titles today. There's a look over at Assumption. They captured the CWOSSA championship to advance to this level on November the 21st. It was an interesting headline that came to mind from head coach Jason Nagy, though. That spurred to mind. Cardiac kids. The reason for was, they said, Coach Nagy said, and I quote, "They've been close to giving me a heart attack all season after he won his second career championship as head coach, because their effort to never give up and to never give up in any ball game, especially the fifth-year seniors." When it comes to the Vikings, they look to try and make history. They're a team that's last won a championship in 2008. Picked up their first championship at third division level in 15 years in the pursuit to get here. Just about all set to go for today's matchup. Once again, the Lions in the blue, the Vikings in the red. Just about all set to start things off here for today. Today's action brought to you by Luna 625, the official broadcast partner of the OFSA Bowl broadcast coverage you see throughout the week here on We Digital Productions. Again, Justin Prince with you up from the Luna 625 broadcast booth. We're just set to go. The Vikings electing to receive in the second half. They'll kick off to start the first half. And we're underway from Windsor. Cal Aldridge with the kickoff. Return down the near sideline. Knocked it bounds around the 39, 40-yard line to start things off today. Look over. Quick bounce. Matthew Oscar Lions on the bounce. Now, the offense is led by Tyson Kemp. Kemp, 17 touchdowns noted by his squad in the regular season. We'll see if he keeps that track up today. They look to pass first and 10. Looking near side, complete. Not for 5-6 yards on the pickup. Set up second down. It's actually one of our better passes already today, and it's the first throw. Jordan Hogg able to get the reception. Second down. And about 2. Ball spotted at the 47. Couple in the motion. Looking to throw again, quick. And incomplete. Trying to go up the middle. That makes it third and short. There's that exact difficulty we're talking about alluded to, especially in the first game of the day. Julian Yanis, the nearest receiver there. Looks like they may bring out, yes, the punt unit for the first time today already. So already our first punt of the ball game. Oh, and they go for a fake instead. That's enough for a first down across the 50. And a bold play to start off the special teams unit. They go to the up man. Kovan Lukowicki, who is amongst those with college approval and an interest. So the Brantford squad of Assumption College gets the 1st and 10 at the 51. 3 in the motion, looking to pass again. And this time incomplete. Broken up by the Vikings to make it 2nd and 10. That makes it 2nd down. Now the Vikings, as part of their discussions coming in, said they had, and I quote, ability for players to adjust to any offensive attack they may face. With their experienced and physical defensive line, their extremely athletic defensive backfield. That athleticism nearly gets a one-handed interception on the drop. That makes it 3rd and 10. There a quick throw from Kemp, right spot, bounced off the hands of his receiver though. Hammarskjold, should say, not able to grip onto it. And now we'll see if they actually do punt it. Yanis sets up as the punter. They will. We're about the 40. It's past 2 minutes through, and that goes up the opposing 40 just about. So for the first time today, the Vikings get ready to take the field. 8-0-1 in their regular season play. Let's see what happens here today with the coaching squad led by Coach Mike Judge. 1st and 10, the ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Going for the fullback handoff. Gain of a few on the pickup for the first run for the Vikings today. Owen Wren this time on the handoff. Keep in mind, one of their top runners was considered as their fullback, Daniel Kapush, with 564 yards on the ground alone. 2nd down, 42. Trying to get some pushes. Gets to about the 50. And a good pickup by Wren. That's enough to move the chains. It's 1st down. Now keep in mind, one of the main things talked about when it comes to the Vikings coming into play, they submitted most teams answer the questions of what should teams expect, or should, better yet, the broadcast crews expect. How about a strong ground attack mixed with a variety of passing targets? So far, strong running game, fitting very suitably to the closed and cold confines of the ground. To the ground, back to it, to about the 50. Another burst. Makes it 2nd and short. So the Thunder Bay-based squad so far dictating some tempo here on their first offensive drive. Coming up towards halfway through the first quarter already. Setting things back up on the handoff. And nowhere to go this time. A quick tackle. Down at about the 48-yard line. That makes it second and fairly long. Or rather, first, should better yet say. It's the ball spotted at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Wishbone formation off the jump and off the toss. Looking outside, another big run, another big carry. Another gain, nearly moving it already. Wren gets the first down. Give it to him at the 35. And the ball keeps chugging ahead. Quarterback Taylor Maine sets back up under center. So far, Wren, it's been the majority of the carries. This time they try and switch it up on the toss. It doesn't work. This time the Lions are ready for it. Gabriel Stein on the jump, on the rush. 2nd and long from the 40. So a loss of 5. It looks like they're trying to get the right personnel in here. This might force a timeout. And it looks like there is a timeout already being taken by the Vikings. They look to talk things over. Now, we talked about already how the Vikings picked up a championship back in 2008. It's been a long time. They were the 2005 Northern Bowl champions, by the way. In terms of that discussion, it was talked about being so big when it comes to that because of how long it's been. Because of being able to walk through the halls and seeing basically players from when you were 3-4 years old still on those hallways from the last time you win. It's a lot of motivation. It was talked about by some of those. The coach and Mike Judge said prior to that win, and after that win, should say, back in November on the 4th, that it was a long time coming because it just took a special group. They've had lots of great people, but the group together itself really earned it throughout this year, right from the spring. And the preparations in. All in a back-and-forth matchup with the Westgate Tigers. They picked up the win of 14-7 for the 9th ever senior football championship for the Vikings. 2nd and 15 after the timeout. They look to air it. And nearly got there. That almost took a loop back forward. Incomplete. That makes it 3rd down. And they elected to have Wren throw the ball. It nearly worked. So that makes it 3rd and long. And that, for the first time, brings out the Viking special teams unit. They look to punt it away, looking for the coffin corner. Instead, the wind doesn't even allow it to go towards the corner at all. It goes out of bounds. Mark it around the 27-yard line. The Lions take possession back. First and 10 from the 24 is where they mark it. Looking to the ground to start. And carry to nearly to the 30. Forbes, and a rumble. Solid pickup makes it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 from the 30. On the quick pass. Across the 35, brought down just past the 40. And the Lions move the chains on the quick throw. Sayed makes the catch this time. Seen coming into the stadium today, several of those family members supporting him in the grandstands here today. Under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Trying to throw out of some trouble and brought down for the sack of the 35. No place to run that time out of trouble. And that makes it 2nd and long. Second and long. 2nd and 16 on the play. Looking for an error throw. Has to scramble up again. This time tries to get across the line of scrimmage. He at least gains 1. But Tyson Kemp nowhere else to go. 3rd and long. So tries to do something with his feet. Fortunately, nowhere to go with that pressure, that run D, and that blitz D. It's been very tricky already. Yet again, it's the punt unit. Barely got it off in time. Returned by one of the up men, in fact. Taken all the way down to about the 49-yard line for the Vikings. Hammarskjold starts off inside Lions territory this time after the solid return. We've already seen the run game look pretty solid to begin the game. Now, they look to back it up. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Going a quick handoff. And again, strength in very big numbers. Helps gain at least another 4 or 5 yards. Aiden Davison getting the handoff on the carry. Used all that force to get all the way to the 36 for a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They go to toss. Trying to find some space, Wren. And he gets to about the 26, 25-yard line. So the flag is down. See what the call is.
Holding on the offense, the 10-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
So a holding call. We'll move that back by 10 yards. So 2nd and long, or rather 1st and long. Now instead from the 46-yard line. Coming up to 2 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Reminder that today's coverage brought to you in part by Lonia 625. Your broadcast partners for the OFSA Bowl Series of 2023. They just take the run to get a couple yards back around. 2nd and long still on the Davidson run. Second and 17 from the 42. They go back to Wren. And Wren is surrounded by 3 different defenders. Nowhere to go. So a 3rd and long. As here comes the D. You just can't block when that's that far away from the box in the first place. Keep in mind when it comes to defense, that was one of the things that swung the momentum their way in their championship game, mind you, was when there were no down linemen, more than a handful of players within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage before going with an all-out blitz that led to a sack against their opponents, the Hurricanes. Now they look to return it for some momentum across the 50 and brought out around the 51, 52-yard line. Bro Hamilton brought down at the 51-yard line. So with about 46 seconds to go in the first quarter of play, neither side able to break through so far into the red zone yet. Multiple in the motion this time for this quick throw and a quick tackle. Pass complete, but that was in the backfield. No one alone on the tackle. That makes it second down. And they're running out of time in this first quarter of play. Only 15 seconds left on the clock. Loss of one officially was on the previous play. 3-4 in the motion. Looking to throw long. Kemp nearly finds his man, incomplete. Wide open. The deep ball doesn't work out this time for Carter Hogg. And that should just about end the first quarter of play. As right where it needed to be for the catch. Signal was given. We're done the first quarter. No score so far in Windsor. The Northern Bowl continues after this.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
Back on our way for the second quarter with a punt going out of bounds. And that quickly gets us underway for the second quarter of play. Justin Britt's with you for the LiUNA 625 broadcast booth. Let's continue our coverage of the Northern Bowl. And so far, both sides have had some solid plays, but no one's been able to get in the red zone yet to score. So the Vikings now have possession to start off this second quarter. What can the Vikings do? So far, Wren's been their main offensive juggernaut. They go to him to start. Wren finds one hole, pushes through a couple more. Gets to about the 51, 52-yard line for the first down. And that's been the type of day so far for Wren. Wren, mind you, had been the first score in his championship game with a 25-yard run. Is something he's done all throughout the year. They go shotgun, though, this time. 1st and 10 from the 51. 2 in the motion. They look to pass. Trying to go near side. Incomplete. Taylor Maine not able to find his target. That makes it second down. Kenley Roy was the previous target. 2nd and 10 to the ground. And that makes it third down. Ewan Reed trying to juke around and bounce around, but the hole filled very quickly. One blocker shuffles. Another one Needed to switch around, not an option. So once again, the punt, back and forth game, continues on. They'll punt this out from about midfield. And out it goes. Just past 2 minutes into the second quarter of play. Remember, the first game of the day already finished up 25-0 for Bear Creek in a game where quarterback runs came up big for Cunningham with 2 touchdowns. The Kodiaks beating Chaminade and their Griffins, shutting out a team that had QB with interest from 4 different schools entering the season and entering the bowl season. Now, Assumption. Reed takes the ball from the 22. Kemp on the handoff now, looking on the bounce outside. And not much doing. Rumbo not able to break too far away. Maybe 5. But there is a flag. It looks like it might be going back.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So the hold indeed. Likely on the offensive line for that to be the case. Keep an eye. Where would the hold be? Seen a couple shoves and definitely a hold. Not even close to the tackler. You see at least 5 yards up. Live action on the 1st and 20. Incomplete by about 10 yards. So 2nd and about 20. Almost a quarter of the way through the second quarter already. They made it clear they want to air it out regardless of the temperatures. They'll try it again. 2nd and 20. And was that picked off? Not sure what that was, but it didn't go far. So let's take a look. It almost looked like the throw attempt had been up, and then welcome to the sack. 3rd and long. So the clock is still moving here, and it looks like they might have to potentially concede points. We'll see if they even do it from their own end zone. Being so early and it already being made clear that that might not be so easy to take here. They'll take the safety, so take the risk. The Vikings take the lead. So now it's Hammarskjold with the lead, and in turn, expecting them to take the field position. Should put them around the 35-yard line. Still waiting for the points to be officially added, which they are. So the Vikings have the lead. It's 2-0 here on Weed Digital Productions. And so they'll set up from the 35-yard line. First and 10, they have the ball. Schuld gives it off to Wren. The workhorse brought down at about the 35. So no pickup there. He swallowed on down. 7:40 to go in this first half of play. Ren during the season, mind you, 1,547 yards with 11 touchdowns. He picks up another 5 or 6 right there alone. That's not going to be enough for the first down this time. Trying to get as far as he could there, but not much can be done in that tight space. So another tough read here. 3rd and 4. Look to punt it up again. Just got it off again and barely got it to midfield, if that. Nolan Sloan only able to kick it a few yards at best. Now it's the question, can somebody score a touchdown? With today, so far in both games, that is much harder of a question than most think. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 52. Several in the motion. They look to pass it over the top. And the wind takes it way far. Tyson Kemp yet again. It's been made clear today you can't throw the ball in these conditions when wind gusts are as high as 30 kilometers an hour. However, so far, Assumption has stuck to its game plan and preparation. They set themselves, the 7-time league champions in Brampton, and Brantford should say, they are a pass-heavy offense. You don't say. Too many men on the defense, apparently, has just been called. So the ball's been moved up to the 41, and they'll redo this for 1st and 10. 1st and 10. One-on-one, caught! Touchdown! And it's the top wide receiver all year, Gabe Hamilton. And the Lions respond with their first touchdown of the game. Gabe Hamilton had 9 receiving touchdowns during the season for almost 500 yards. Put him in the double-digit touchdown club with that one. And now this to extend the lead up to 5. Kick is signaled good. Let's take a look, and remember, we just talked about how throughout this, it's been difficult to throw. Well, there's the kibosh to that point. When you have a receiver like Hamilton. That's the first passing touchdown all day so far. The reason that all comes up to mind is not just the cold temperatures, not just the wind gusts, but also the fact that in the first game, both teams involved in that said game struggled to even throw the ball past 10 yards. This one, not today so far, all of a sudden. A little bit of misdirection, trying to kick it up. Vikings try and return it from inside the 30. And brought down just around the 32. Speed on a solid pickup. Now the Vikings need to respond. They've had some good carries from Wren especially. But everyone else, it's a matter of who steps up next. Once again, Maine sets up at the quarterback. Wren sets up as the back behind him to his right. On the motion, they look to pass it. Trying to go short curl, complete. Jake Kuzik runs as far as he can to the stick, but it's second down. And that was directly to only going to one player only. Looked directly at his man with the stiff arm, just 1 yard shy, 2nd and 1. They try and look and bobbled. Maine has to jump back on it, and that doesn't work out well. Looked to be a potential toss, if not sweep. Instead, it's 3rd down. Take a look. You already have 3 different players jetting off around, and then signal comes, and one hand is up, one hand is down. It looks like almost that the snap went too early. Wasn't ready for it. And it looks like they'll punt it again. And they get it off barely again. Another whistle and out of bounds. Last marked around the 40-45. Nolan Salone has been pressurized a lot today. But with 5:03 to go in the first half, the Lions have some momentum cooking. Can they grow the gap is the bigger question. Tyson Kemp sets things up for 1st and 10 from the 43. Multiple in the motion. They look to the ground this time. And the run gets them to about the 49-50 yard line. Forbes, Garumbo, able to pick up about 6 or 7. 2nd and 3 at the 50. Looking shotgun again, sending 3 in the motion. They look to throw it, complete. Near side, trying to juke around. Look for a little space. And Jordan Hogg gets it up for a 1st down. Now the chains are moving. Assumption has found some rhythm with the passing game. They're now past midfield. 1st and 10 from the 53. Looking to pass again. Kemp over the top. Good. That gets just around the 1st down markers. And Zagham Sayed this time brings it down for another 1st down. Coming up towards the 3-minute warning. The ball spotted at about the 41 yard line. 1st and 10. They'll pass it again. They go short again. Brought down to about the 35. Make it 2nd and about 4. Jordan Hogg this time on the reception. In the middle of the field is being left open. And it looks like we'll be at the 3-minute warning here. Officials' clocks now being synced up for 2nd and 4 at the 35. Running back sets up to the right. Kemp Looks to throw to the sideline. Incomplete. Carter Hogg this time the target. Couldn't hold on to it. 3rd and 4. Looks like to make the personnel changes here with it at the 35, and a timeout is called by the Lions. Their first of 2 timeouts available in the first half. So after such a slow start to the ball game, looking like the passing wasn't going to work, guess what? The script has really flipped. Assumption currently has the lead in the second of the 4 ball games you see on schedule. Bear Creek winning the Simcoe Bowl over Chaminade. The Metro Bowl is Holy Trinity in Richview at 4 p.m. Then the Western Bowl, St. Mary's and Self. That'll be at 7 p.m. Be sure to stick around throughout the day, because if you love football, you're in the right spot. All brought to you, part by Luna 625, official presenting sponsor of the Office of Football Bowls for 2023 through Weed Digital Productions. So after the timeout, they keep the offense on the field. Looking to pass on 3rd down. Kemp needs to find something. He nearly found some magic. Instead, it's dropped. Trying to fling it somewhere, anywhere. Julian Yanez nearly made a one-handed catch on a duck. Instead, it's 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 35. So now, they look to try and find a way down the field. The passing game hasn't been the greatest for their side. They've stuck mostly to running when it comes to Wren. They have to pass here, though. Maine goes to the sideline, 1st down, gets a couple yards. Kai Aldridge should say. That makes it 2nd and about 5. They're looking to get through these plays quickly here. Not taking too much time here to try and regroup. They stay in their normal formation. This time they try to run it. Wren. And it looks like they're giving the forward progress with the spin down on the tackle. That's right at the sticks. Gain of about 5. That should be enough to move the chains, and it looks like there's the signal. They haven't adjusted the chains, though. And it looks like there's the signal now from the officials. Apparently the reason for the delay was there was an offsides call.
Offside. Defense. Penalty is declined. Down.
So that's the reason there. Penalties declined regardless. So it was likely going to be a 1st down either way. So here's how the drive quickly started for the first 5. Clear, try and work sideways, short passes, try and go run after catch. Maine forced to run. He looks to take some yards himself. Slides down with a bit of shoving around at the 53. Gets gained of about 8. Having to run for himself. Maine gets a fair bit out. Voids contact to the head, though. 2nd and about 3 from the 52. Now to the shotgun. Hand off back to Wren. Wren gets the 1st down as they go in Lions territory. Clock winding down, coming up to 2 minutes to go. Clock blown back into play. Now they go back under center. Maine. One running back step out. Tries to go for the misdirect. Gets to about the 48-yard line. Pick up about 4 this time. Gabriel Steve. And some hard tackles in the midst of that. Second down and 6. From the 48, one receiver in the motion. Maine flings it, awkwardly intercepted. Picked off by the Lions, returned all the way back to midfield. And a tight windup sets up an open space for the INT, Kendrick Letterman. And now the Lions take the possession with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the first half of play. See some of the official signals, though, here. And it looks like we might get a clipping. Here's a flag. And it is unnecessary roughness.
There were 2 fouls on the play during the return. Unnecessary roughness, flogging below the waist on assumption, and illegal block on the return team. So 25 yards in penalties is going to be a first down.
So 25 yards is the penalty. It's still a Lions first down. And it's all after the INT. See, there's the flag for 1 point right as the return comes back. So instead of being around the midfield part, they go and start it from the 15. Long throw, one-on-one, incomplete. They continue to try and gun it with Tyson Kemp. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Down to 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in this first half. 7-2. Assumption is the lead. Setting up shotgun. Looking to throw. Kemp again. Floats it to the sideline, complete. For a big gain, called out around the 35-40 yard line. That's good enough for a big first down. Julian Yanez again. Yanez gets about a couple steps down the field, and they call him out right about there. You see him with the whistle. You could argue might be able to go back to the 25. Instead, they give him the 41-yard line on the spot. 1st and 10. This time screenplay. Good for a pickup of a few, just shy of the 45-yard line. Nicarumbo this time on the reception. What can I say? You do a well-timed halfback screen, it can work out well. This time it was worked out well. Under a minute to go in the first half. Back to the shotgun, 3 in the motion, now 4. Kemp flings it, high jump, and over top it's target. Yanez this time. Second down. Move to third and does. So this sets up the punt unit with under 45 seconds to go in the first half of play. In a 7-2 ball game, the Lions do have the lead here. Remember, the Vikings do start with the ball in the second half. They elected to defer the kickoff. This return from about the 39-yard line by said Vikings. But it looks like there's some orange on the field. Is that a flag? Yes. I believe there's a flag. Might be a no yards. It's right at the 39-yard line. Yes, it is. It's at the 5 or the 15.
During the return, no yards on the Lions. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be a first down.
Sounds like at the 5-yard. It's the 15, rather. So that was the question. You have to be giving 5 yards to avoid the no yards flag. That time it's within the 5. That gets the 15-yard penalty. So we start off the Vikings drive with a 4-yard run. Second and about 6. Oh, and multiple whistles are blown because the timeout called by Hammarskjold. Michael Judge wants to talk about what to do here on this play. With the ball. Now they say timeout assumption. Technically, the Vikings don't have timeouts up on the board. So both sides discuss things here. Reminder that today's action brought to you by Illumina 625, setting sponsor of the broadcast. You see here throughout the week here on Weed Digital Productions. We'll have coverage of all 11 of the bowl games because big part to their partnership for this coverage today. They've also been a big part of the Wexa and Swassa coverage for 2023. We have had here at Acumen Stadium over the past month. So 31.9 seconds to go on the clock. Play clock now rolls. Shotgun formation. Second down and 6 from the 51. Flags are up. Possible offsides on the play. The catch does get past the sticks, but this likely is coming back. 2 different receivers were close to crossing the line. Yes, big time. You can see it before it was even snapped on the replay. Aldridge had the catch. But this is coming back.
Offside on the offense. The 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
So they repeat second down with 26 seconds to go in the half. This time a little bit of a stutter, and this time they let Wren throw it. Wren nearly intercepted. So an interesting choice. It's third and long. And so what happens here? Looks like they will punt it. Yes, they will. So look, try and punt it away from about the 54s, where it'll be snapped from. It's going to be an interesting play here. No, it's going to be, like we've seen all day, hooked out. 13.3 seconds to go in a half. Find a few plays here of this first half of play. The Lions having the lead much of this frame after their passing touchdown, finding Hamilton to get the only touchdown of the game. They look to throw again. Throw in the motion, complete. There's Hamilton on cue. And brought across midfield. Marked down at about the 53-yard line with under 4 seconds to go. So able to throw it almost on the jump. Did have one defender next to him who potentially could have got the wrap. And looks like more whistles are blowing here. And yes, it is a timeout by the Lions, their final timeout available. So this is just about to end the half. Remember, tomorrow, Independent Bowl, the Gordon Horseshoe Bowl, and the Central Bowl, all part of the slate of games. St. Michael's, Herman, Huron Heights, Corpus Christi, and Meyer and Ursuline amongst those who are looking to do battle in the respective games. 10:30 through 5:30, those respective start times, all brought to you by Luna 625 here on We Digital Productions. Officials and fans alike still making their way to Acumen Stadium. So look to close the first half of play here with under 4 seconds to go in said half. They elect to try and go for a big play here. Looks like they'll try one. Kemp uncorks one. To the sideline, incomplete. And that does it for the half. Both teams make their way to the locker rooms. It's 7-2. What a game for the Northern Bowl. You're watching We Digital for coverage of the OPSA Bowl Series.
It began in 1987, BC. That's before computers. Well, at least the internet. After 36 years on television, we've pulled the plug. We've cut the cord, and we're moving the rotary auction to a new and exciting digital platform, partnering with We Digital Productions. The Rotary Club of Windsor St. Clair is now able to reach limitless participants from down the street and around the world. And just in time for Christmas, The rotary auction provides you the opportunity to bid and save on over 400 unique items and experiences. Call now at 519-915-0605 or simply enter your bid on rotaryauction.ca. And thank you for streaming in.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
It began in 1987, BC. That's before computers. Well, at least the internet. After 36 years on television, we've pulled the plug. We've cut the cord, and we're moving the rotary auction to a new and exciting digital platform. Partnering with We Digital Productions, the Rotary Club of Windsor St. Clair is now able to reach limitless participants from down the street and around the world. And just in time for Christmas, the Rotary Auction provides you the opportunity to bid and save on over 400 unique items and experiences. Call now at 519-915-0605 or simply enter your bid on rotaryauction.ca. And thank you for streaming in.
Welcome back, everyone, to more coverage of the football. Just Prince with you here from the LiUNA 625 broadcast booth as we get set for the second half of the Northern Bowl, presented by the University of Guelph. So far, 7-2 the score for Assumption over Hammarskjold. Just about set to get things underway. Hammarskjold to return here. Just about all set to get back underway in this one. By the way, the temperatures now feel even colder. They're much below freezing. We're back underway. And starting things off with a return to about the 32-yard line. They start things off looking to get some points for the offense. So far, the only points for the Vikings coming from the safety. Looking to pass. Throwing the motion complete for a pickup of a couple. Aldridge on the catch. Just had to try and get it off as quick as possible there. Second down. And about 8. Second 8, the run by Wren. Tries to spin. Brought down at about the 35, 36-yard line. Still third and medium. nowhere to go there. With how things are going out here, looks like going to have to punt things off here. We'll send out the punt units. Booted away from inside the 30. Ball picked up around midfield. Returned all the way down to the 40, but a flag is down. Okay, so it looks like they're going to pick it up. So, we'll start things off now from about the 39-yard line. Fakes the throw, goes for the run. Gets gain of about 4 or 5. Macarumbo gets to about the 36. Make it second and about 7. Sending one around in the motion to move forward as well. Looking to throw yet again through traffic, complete. Kemp finds his target in the midst of some traffic. And still able to find Zayed for the reception. One of the taller targets on the field. See his head pop out between the traffic, the 6-foot receiver. First down from the 22. Kemp again. Looking to throw short. Good. Gets to about the 15, 14-yard line, in fact. Jordan Hawk this time. So good pickup. Sets up second and short. Coming up to a quarter of the way through. Just past, in fact, that here in quarter 3. Second and 2. They elect to run it. Trying to get the first down on the ground. They maybe got the one of the two. Around his own tackle. Right there was a flag called. So that flag does kick them back to about the 24. 3 in the motion. Kemp looking, throwing, wants the end zone, has a man open, touchdown! Julian Zanis wide open for the score. And Assumption has their second passing touchdown of the day. Here they went pretty quickly in terms of set about to the penalty. But they had 2-3 different players covering Hamilton. They forgot Zanis, who has been a target, frequented fairly well throughout the matchup. So, right now things looking good for Assumption. 14-2 is your score. Oh, lovely. There's the math showing how it feels colder. It's -2. It feels like -8. And the snow continues to drop. Still about a centimeter per hour. Precipitation chance about 40% today. The wind gust still in the 30s. The wind currently blowing at about 22 kilometers an hour to the west. You can hear how hyped up that Assumption sideline is, bundled together. We're back it away. The Vikings return it from about the 20. Across the 30. Are brought down at about the 35-yard line. Look back at the replay. It's not much to go through. But was there a penalty here? It looks like there's a head nod at least. Yes.
Offside on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, it'll be a re-kick.
So it is an offside call. So it looks like somebody there crossed the plane right before the kick. So redo this again. Watching again. Do you see anybody? Seen maybe one to the left. There's a possibility one on the far side up top. They'll try it again. And this time it bounces to the 31. They call it down to the 31. No touch. Looks like they'll see around 31 to 33 with a lay down. So they spotted officially at the 31 for the Vikings. Go for the toss play to Wren. Breaks by 1. Knocked out around the 40-41, but a lengthy tackle process. Either way on the pitch and catch. Gets close to the chains. And looks like this might be within the yard. But it looks like they do give him the 42-yard line, interestingly enough, for the first. First and 10. Wren. Only goes a yard or two. Second and about 8. The hole's closed up fast. In fact, some secondary help came in quickly. The 7 minutes to go here in this third. A spin by Wren. Gets to about the 50-yard line. It's third and short. And Wren they trust. Third and 2 from the 50. Looks like they will keep the offense on the field with them being down by just about 2 scores here. Trying to go for a lengthy run. More than enough for the first down. Able to use the quarterback sneak and then some to be able to use the power ahead for the first down. 1st and 10 now from now inside Lions territory. Maine sets up shotgun. And now it's fumbled by Wren. Picked out of the recovery, however, by the Vikings. And Wren lost the grips with the hand. Very lucky to hold on to possession there. 2nd and 12 from the 54 now. The Vikings 54. To look to move around. Maine looks to throw on the motion. Complete around the 50. And that's short of the first down still. That actually nearly hit Griff along the sideline here today. Usually you see Griff dancing around. Today, just standing around trying to keep warm. Because, well, it's cold. Extremely cold. They do give him an extra yard to the 49. But the Vikings do take a timeout here with about 5:08 to go in the third. So there are true concerns with the way things are shaping up. What can happen? By the way, after this game, it's the Metro Bowl. Holy Trinity, Richview. Richview picking up the Toronto Championship. And then some of the battles earlier, Holy Trinity representing the LOSSA. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch that here on WeDigital.ca. Just about ready to get back to ball. The Lions lead by 12. And now there's a timeout by Assumption. And now there's a bunch of whistles going off. So the Lions do take the timeout. So one timeout per side. Not sure what they seen there. But let's take a look at the Tuesday schedule. The Independent Bowl, remember, is tomorrow. St. Michael's and Herman at 10:30 a.m. Then it's the Golden Horseshoe Bowl, 2 p.m. here on Heights and Corpus Christi. The Central Bowl will close out the day between Ann Meyer and Ursuline. That's at 5:30 p.m. It's part of the 3-day OFSA Football Bowl's festival schedule. Brought to you in part by Ona 625, the broadcast partner sponsor here on WeDigital.ca. Now that both sides have burned a timeout apiece, see how the punt goes from Aldridge. Well, it goes wrong. Forced to take a far run. And where did that go? Now, everyone's looking everywhere. A botched snap, botched play, and it doesn't matter.
Offside on the defense. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So that gives the Vikings a fresh set of downs, first down, with 5 minutes to go in the third. After 2 to 3 minutes worth of timeouts in a row, what else can you say? Maine walks up with the team. The sun's starting to make things a little bit brighter for the first time today. They go to Wren. Wren finds a hole. Wren brought down around the 24-yard line. Wren again. Finds a cut, breaks one tackle, and that's been much of his time. Running yards after first contact. It's been a big part of some of his carries today. 1st and 10 from the 24. Now the shotgun look. They go back to Wren. First contact. And this time the first contact comes with 3 buddies. Nowhere else really to run. Gets to about the 20-yard line. 2nd down. Mark it about the 19. 2nd and 5. Look back to Wren, and this time Wren has to break a lot of tackles. He can't break them all. He loses about 4 or 5, and it's 3rd and long. Now here's the big question. Do they even attempt the field goal today? That is a question amongst itself here. And it looks like the answer is no. Let's keep the offense on the field for 3rd and 9 from the 23. Looking, Maine has to scramble. He's got a blitz pressure. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. With 2:39 to go in the 3rd quarter, Assumption retakes possession. But there is a flag. It is on the offense hearing, possibly. Confirmation.
After the play, objectionable conduct on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. We're going to have a 1st down.
So, objectionable conduct is the call. It is a 10-yard penalty. So instead of being around the 23, it's now to the 33. Back to the ground. Meanwhile goes Assumption. They go sprinting all the way into Vikings territory. Nicarambo with a big scramble ahead on the run. But is there another flag? It looks like maybe. And there is an injury stoppage on the far sideline, too, with the running back involved. They're trying to get the trainer over there. Keep in mind, the trainers are set up on the opposite side of the field.
After yards, win a holding. On the offense, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the ball. It'll be a 1st down.
With the hold, that negates the run. They say it's after the yard gain, interestingly enough. Sure I've heard it's after the yard gain before. So technically that is Hamilton. It's on the run, should say, on the jet sweep. 1st and 10. Go short pass, complete. Catch for Jordan Hogg. Takes a bit of a hard tackle. And another penalty against Assumption.
Offside on the offense. Penalty is declined. Second down.
Offside. So the penalty declined at second down for the Lions at 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Kemp looks down, incomplete. No flags there. It's 3rd down. Hamilton the target. You see some of the contact, but it was way out of range. Look to try and punt it away. Punt off with a solid amount of time, and once again it bounces out, and the Vikings will look to do something. And right now Assumption, even with the penalties, just seems to be in solid command here. First and 10. Back to Wren. And a pick of about 4 or 5. Second down. Second and 5. And this time, nowhere to go. Check that all the way up for Wren. 2 different tackle groups there. One bit on the backfield carrier. Wren with the ball, though, gets to about where the sticks are. The clock is still rolling here as they give the first down. First down from the 45. They look to throw this time. Maine has to throw it away. Gets it away. Incomplete. And Davidson amongst those on the target. Second down. Second down, under 10 seconds to go in the third. It's thrown away. And more flags. Might be roughing the passer here. Yes, it is.
Unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So they're roughing the passer. And this is, see right there, the hit from the defensive tackle. So they now move this inside Lions territory. Clocks reach zeros. Wren reaches a gain of about 10. Another solid run. First down signaled, and that ends the quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. 14-2 is still the score. It's been that way much of this half so far.
Can I borrow this for a second? Yeah, it works. It's heat. Go, put your hand in there.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the $1 billion Parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
Welcome back, everyone. The Vikings have the ball here in the Northern Bowl. They don't have the lead. Tackle very quickly on 1st and 10 from the 40. It's Assumption who has the lead 14-2. Second and long. That gets the clock rolling essentially to start the fourth quarter of play, and quite frankly, Wren's been the one who's made a majority of the big plays today. When he hasn't been able to make those big plays, the offense has been stuck in quicksand. Already almost a minute through the quarter. Looking for some yards. Maine flings it, throws it, doesn't get too far. Might have actually lost a yard on it. It's 3rd and long as a result of the throw. That time, Keaton Cristofero on the reception. So on the 3rd and 13. Looking at the punt unit. A lot of shuffling there, but it is punted away. The bounce takes it out of bounds at around the 16. And Lions now have it. Once again, Justin Prince with you from the ice cold LiUNA 625 broadcast booth. We hope you are enjoying today's action. We hope you are enjoying cheering on your favorite team. We hope you're doing so in a very warm and safe place. Lions with the ball for first down. Starting from the right hashes. Sent several in motion. Kemp looks to throw. Throws it quick. It's complete. Brought down around the 21-22 yard line. This time it's Carter Hogg. The younger of the two Hogs. That makes it 2nd down. Ball sent it from about the 22. 2nd and 5. Now they look the other side. This time to go to Jordan Hogg. Not sure if that will be enough there. There is the signal for the 3rd down. So it's third and short. So once again, bring up the punt units. And there's the fake. Trying to do something different. Trying to keep possession. They sprint ahead. Should be way more than enough for the first down. They've done this before. Govan Lukawicki uses his speed to break ahead again. It's that first down for the Lions from the 44. They set 3-4 in the motion, back to the run. And they go for a gain of about 6 or 7. Gets to about the 53. Nick Rumble. Second and 3. In the motion. Trying to throw. Gets the throw off, Jordan Hogg. Yet again, that moves the chains and keeps the clock turning down. With about 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, Assumption continues to move the chains. Looking to throw again. Caught. But is it incomplete? Yes, it is. The receiver thought fumble. The officials call it as an incompletion. And despite the verbalization of the fans' agreements and disagreements, see how the tape shows this. Kemp, tough throw, and he didn't take the full possession strides, you could argue. Try to take a step, didn't make a full step. This time, let's slide it in for a reception. Hamilton slides to the turf to make the catch. And that gets the first down. First and 10 from the 37. Gone past much of the time. You already see one adjustment at the line. Looking to pass. This time almost one-handed. It goes down this time after some hard contact. Second down. And it looks like his teammates looking to check in on him. That seemed like an awkward position for the contact. And yeah. So in turn, an injury stoppage here for Zayed. He helped to the sideline for the time being. You see the Viking sideline on screen. See them trying to talk things over with the defense. And several of the others along the sideline currently. That's Aiden Davidson, who was amongst that. You also see lots of fans and also family members made their way up here during the respective teams. been a good steady amount of people in the crowd for these matchups today. Depending on the program, it's not every year you go to OFSA. In the case of the Vikings, it takes years of work to break through. Remember, the next game starts at 4 p.m. for the Metro Bowl. Holy Trinity and Richview. Once again, that starts 4 p.m. here on We Digital. Brought to you by Luna 625, the broadcast partner for the OFSA Football Bowls for 2023. Back underway. And back to the drive go the Lions. Picked up about the 30. Jordan Hogg. That doesn't get a gain, however, this time. So not able to pick up any yards there. Or short of the first down mark. 3rd and 3. And it looks like, here's an interesting one. The field goal unit's out. Julian Yanitz is trying to kick this for about 37 yards. And this is a real kick. And it goes wide and short. Turned by the Vikings down to about the 26. Benair flag is down. This was going to be a tough one regardless with the kicking situations today. But is it from the tackle? Not sure here. Let's see.
After the play, we had unnecessary roughness on the Lions. Going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's first down.
There it is there. The unnecessary roughness. It's on the tackle to make it an extra 15 yards picked up on the return. First and 10. Now from the 41. Looking for Wren. They find Wren. And he picks up a good chunk of yardage. More than 5 on the carry in the pickup. 2nd down. Second and 3. At the 48. They look shotgun this time. Bunched up to the left. They go to Wren, trying to go screen, incomplete. That makes it 3rd down. And they elect to keep it with Wren. On the 3rd and 3, that should move things forward. And a critical first down for the Vikings at midfield. But can they get points here? They need 2 scores to have a shot here in the next 5 minutes. Wren again. Gets brought down for a pick of a 4, maybe 3. And another flag. See a lot of word exchange among some of the Lions there.
Holding on the offense, the 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
And just like that, they get a big first down. They lose about the same amount of yardage back. First and 20 from the 45. Looking to go screen to Wren. This time he catches it. Breaks in for about 10, 11 yards. Well, it looks like they might give him a bit more on that down the sideline. So that makes it second down. They do give him 14-ish. Near 14-ish. Second and 11, should say 9. And it looks like a timeout might be coming up. Here it is. So a timeout with under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of play. See the replay sequence from before. See the hold from behind right there. That's the reason for it. It's worth noting the weather conditions may hear some sprinting around the facility. It's because several crew members have now taken to sprinting because of the weather conditions. Once again, the cold weather, a big factor of things today here in Windsor. Below freezing since the start of the day. Second and 11 from the 54. Looking to set it up. They go handoff. And that gets swallowed up quickly. Oh, there's a little shove down there. Didn't see a flag wave, though. Davidson was given the ball there. And with this situation here, like we may see the offense stay out here, we'll see. And they do stay out. 3rd and 9 from the 54. Looking for the throw. Flaining it. Through traffic. Intercepted. Picked off by the Lions. Samuel Amari Mensah intercepts it. And the Lions take possession prior to the 3-minute warning. And what could be a dagger. Tries to fling it. Went to the one option possible. Lions are ready. 3-minute warning underway. First and 10 from the 36. Send the receivers on the motion. And a quick trip up. And that loses the couple on the carry. And what do you do? One moment you snap it, the next you have a spurring player. Again, today's coverage brought to you by Illumina 625. Build with the best, train with the best. Broadcast partners of today's action. They were the sponsors of the first game of the day as well. The 3-minute warning officially whistled in. Technically, we're inside of the previous snap. Thrown by Jordan Hogg. And brought down around the 40-41. Looks to be short. About 5 yards shy. And likely going to have to punt it away here again to the Vikings. But they are running out of time to do anything. They will try and punt it fast. Trying to get air time, and that went into the air for all but 1 second. 2:15 to go. Hammarskjold retakes possession. They spot it out around the 54-yard line. Start of the try for 1st and 10 under the center. Maine. Wren, flea flicker, looks to throw it. Incomplete. 2nd down. Aldridge the target. Trying to go different with it. This time a better throw from Wren. Doesn't work. Second down and 10. Line to go, end around, and nowhere to go. Brought down for a loss. 3rd and long. But a flag again. And the lowering of the helmet hearing. They are signaling towards Assumption.
Unnecessary roughness on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
And the unnecessary roughness keeps the drive going. And watch. All it takes is contact with the helmet. See, leads with the head on the swing down, and then a secondary tackler comes in. Action. That worked fast. 2nd down pops up on the chains. And an incomplete pass. Minute 51 to go. Looking to throw it. Incomplete. Third down. Ball spotted at the 37. And this, see them go for it again. Looking on the toss, it's Wren. Wren looking for lanes, can't get past the 35, and it's a turnover on downs. So the turnover on downs gives Assumption the ball. Get a few first downs and they can just basically end it here. Hand it off and quickly brought down. Loss of a few, only used up about 4 seconds on the play. Second and long. Looking to pass it. And trouble. Nowhere to go. It's a sack for Tyson Kemp in the backfield. Third and long. Seen him make an audible and a change. It looks like Jordan Hogg seen an adjustment they could make from the left side, but the line was ready. So on the 3rd and 25, they'll need to punt it. And they look to take the safety. And they will. So all the points for the Vikings now off safeties. I like the field position. Look at the wind. My goodness. It's a big part of that there. Still a 10-point game for the Vikings down to the Lions. And 2 to go. And another flag is down. Yet again. We'll see what the call is. Might get some offsets here.
After the safety, unnecessary roughness on the Vikings, unnecessary roughness on the Lions. They'll offset, first down at the 35.
So the dueling unnecessary roughness penalties after the carry. See the penalties offset. Still Vikings ball regardless. Was curious. Also, am I the only one who nearly seen the player of Samuel Amari Mensah nearly walk into the referee's arm? That would have been one of the moments of the game. Behind the 2 touchdowns. With a minute 2 to go in the 4th. One receiver swoops around. 2 more in the motion. They look to fling it. And it's complete. Brought down to the 50. It's Aldridge on the catch. 57.7 seconds to go. It's first down, Vikings. They're trying to work very quickly here. Again, they need a touchdown and quick. They need to get the ball back. Maine. Intercepted. Picked off all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the Dagger. That is his second interception on the game. And Cole Vaughn Lukowicki takes it to the house to seal it for the Lions. For them, this should be the Northern Bowl victory. They haven't added anything to the scoreboard yet, though. Hold on. Is there another flag?
To the play.
Touchdown stands. It's against the Vikings for unnecessary roughness. And the fans who made their way up from Brantford, they're now going to the railing with 37 seconds to go. The extra point kick, regardless of that, 21-4. And Lions faithful continue to chant along in the grandstands here. There's a look over that sideline. They know this could be very, very, very insurmountable unless the Vikings get a near instant score here. They'll look to kick this off from the 50. They just take the onside kick from that short. And the Vikings get it to about the 20. So the squib leads to a return about 10. So the Vikings, well-fought season, no losses in their entire time up north from Thunder Bay. This likely to be that one loss, though. Under center. And that was a miscue on the snap that somehow turned into a handoff to the center. And now we have unnecessary roughness flags. Some words exchanged, a hand to the face mask. And it's getting chippy. So while some start to exchange words, on the bright side, you technically have the linebacker who wants to go and do some breakdance moves in Daniel Tran, so at least he's in a positive mood. And now they're discussing things with the Vikings side after all that. And it will go against the Lions.
After the play, objectionable conduct, Lions. It's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
So, the objectionable conduct is an extra 10-yard penalty. First down up to the 43. Again, a 2-1 receiver look. That doesn't go anywhere. I can't tell if that was a handoff again to the center or not. But at this point, this is just trying to end the game. So the Vikings need to run one more play here to close it. Assumption is getting the sideline ready. The clock's at zeros. The play's in hand. The throw is dropped and incomplete. And the Lions can celebrate. The Assumption Lions win the Northern Bowl. 21-4 is the final. The first team all day to get the passing game to work. Multiple passing TDs and a pick six help secure things here today. With that being said, the Metro Bowl is next. That's set for 4 p.m. We'll take a break for then. But for now, I'm Justin Prince for the rest of the crew saying so long. Till the rest of your afternoon, we hope to see you in just a bit for the Metro Bowl here on We Did It All.